Hey guys, it's Will and Chris.
And today we're going to talk about affirmations. So, what's an affirmation, Will?
An affirmation is positive self-talk. It's basically the way we talk to ourselves in a way that's going to help us move forward.
Gotcha. So, it's like a pep talk for you making a change?
It can be. That's one way to look at it. It's actually a
I
way
came
to.
up with that on my own. I was good.
Very good. Actually, it's a way to kind of connect our subconscious and our conscious minds and have them working together to get us to the change that we want. So,
Right.
a lot of people actually have, I don't know, feelings about affirmation that they're a little too
Touchy-feely.
Yeah, and there's certainly been a lot of Saturday Night Live skits and other things that talk
I
about.
like myself.
I love myself. I love myself. I love
and I'm
myself.
a good person.
And I'm a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people resist affirmations because they've been made fun of for so long. My advice to anybody is if you haven't used affirmations, use them, test them out, see if they work for you. If they do, then you should continue using them. If they don't, then that's okay. But don't dismiss them until you've had the chance to actually see if they can be powerful for you.
Right. Now, the purpose of affirmations in this segment is to reinforce those new habits you're trying to create, correct?
Absolutely.
Correct. So, an example of an affirmation, they always begin with I do. And
Or I am. It's affirmations should be in the present tense.
Mm-hmm.
So present tense is I am, I do versus I will or I should.
Right. And the subtle difference is there, I will or I should is future tense. That's
Absolutely.
not happening right now.
Right now. So
I am and I do is happening right now. So give me an example of an affirmation.
an affirmation in the present tense is I am the number one salesperson for my company.
Or I am calm when I come home.
Right. So other things that we need to look at with affirmations besides present tense is it something, can it be stated in the positive? Again, our subconscious mind doesn't differentiate necessarily between something negative, how it's stated, and something positive in the sense that you don't want to say, I am not something.
So, for example, with the calm thing, I am not wound up when I come home.
Or I am not stressed.
Right.
So the positive version of that would be I am
calm.
calm, I am centered, I am balanced, versus I'm not stressed out.
Right, exactly. So what should we be doing with this? I know it's helpful to come up with about 3 affirmations.
Yeah, and I've had students in the past come up with more, but like to start you out small and focus on using those affirmations on a daily basis. So what we're going to get you to do is follow a set of guidelines to come up with your own affirmations.
Right.
Once you come up with your affirmations, come up with 3, then we want you to start using them. And the way I've found that works really well is to write them down.
On a sticky note.
You can put them on a sticky note, an index card. I'd put them where you're going to see them at least 3 times a day. So I'd actually write them out once and then write them out again and write them out a 3rd time. And think about different times of your day. So I've always used one in my medicine cabinet in my bathroom. As I'm getting ready, I'm going to open my medicine cabinet drawer and I'm going to see it right there. So it gives me a chance to stop, pause, and actually say it out loud. And I think there's some power in saying it out loud as well.
Absolutely.
It's easy for affirmations or anything else that you do to become that wallpaper. And you kind of see it and say, oh, I know it's there, but you don't go through the actual exercise of saying it out loud.
Yep.
So, let your spouse or significant other know that you're going to be talking to yourself in the bathroom and just go for it.
Yeah, I've seen some other creative ideas as well. Passwords, so passwords to your phone or passwords to your computer can be an affirmation. I've seen people actually write that affirmation and stick it on their visor of their car, and every time they get in their car, they pull down their visor, they say their affirmation, and they put it up, which is interesting when the sun's in your eyes, but that's a totally different set of circumstances.
Putting it by your computer, if you're on your computer every day, putting it near a nightstand at night, find places where it makes sense to be a reminder to you. Tie it into something that's important, and particularly something that's important, you mentioned earlier, tying it into your goals. If you really want to focus on being better and achieving something that maybe you haven't achieved before.
Or reinforcing one of those positive habits that you have, or creating a new one.
And so it can be very specific to your goal, or you can also throw in one that's a little more general but has application to all your goals. I have one that I've used for years that I really like, and I actually borrowed it from somebody else. and I share it with you in case anybody wants to borrow it as well. And
Did you borrow it from me?
No, I didn't borrow it from you. I actually learned this one in Pennsylvania from a fellow consultant years and years ago, probably about 15 years ago. And his affirmation was, I take 100% responsibility for everything in my life. And the reason I really like that one is because it's easy to come up with excuses of why we can't do this or that. Mm-hmm. And when you take 100% responsibility, you get rid of all those excuses. You can't say, I can't do it today because you didn't do your job or it's raining outside or whatever. I've got to figure out a way to make it. I'm 100% responsible. So for me, it's a good overall one that I just want to remind myself throughout the day that I take 100% responsibility, and so I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure that my goals are being met.
Right. Or you can have fun with it. Like if you want to improve your relationship with your significant other, no matter what I think, my wife is always correct.
I thought you were going to say something like I'm a sexy lover or something. Since it's Valentine's Day when we're recording this, just FYI.
Yeah. That's not going to help. She knowing that she's always right is really going to help with my relationship.
Much better. I understand that. Okay.
Well, we hope this was helpful, and we did have a little more fun with this one.
Yeah? Do you have fun?
I had fun.
Okay. If you had fun, I had fun.
All right. Well, we look forward to listening to your call. We hope this was helpful on your homework.
Bye.